Hey guys, welcome to the patio. It's Monday, September the 18th. Boy, this year is just moving by. Look, we got Coach Prime in the news again. We're going to talk about him. We're going to talk about our Razorbacks. We are going to talk about a plane that seems to be missing. And then the Me Too movement is trying to cancel another star. But first, DW, how are you this fine even with your Memphis attire?
It is I'm doing well. Doing well. Tired, but doing well.
Father Fortenberry, how are you?
Partially cut off. There we go. Look,
You move every time.
I do.
Because Donnie is perfectly in frame.
I fidget.
You're fidgety.
I'm doing well. Just doing what Fortenberries do.
Gary, look how nice Gary looks on camera. He looks so nice sitting there.
I am ready to get wild and crazy with you kids here today.
Another wild,
crazy guy.
Crazy guy. And then there's Marty. Look, all camoed up over there.
What's up, y'all? I'm drinking me a Siren Crosstown.
I like those.
You know that's my least favorite.
Really? I like
It really is.
Is that a superhero
That's
on
my
the
least
side?
favorite.
What is that?
It's a robot.
It's a siren.
It's a
most sirens.
Okay.
Maybe it is.
Do you know what a siren is, Gary?
It's what my wife was. She snickered me into it. It's just a siren.
He knows what it is. A siren song.
Did they use that word in Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Did they talk about the siren?
What, they got turned into a horny toad?
When he got to
Yeah.
did they use the term
Only one guy
siren?
Only one guy got turned into a horny toad.
Yeah, you're right.
Isn't that the mermaids in the ocean?
Yeah, the science.
Yeah, but I thought that because they went down to the water to pray. Anyway, that's one of my favorite movies. First time I ever watched it, Jamie said, "Hey, I rented this movie, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? You want to watch it?" I said, "All right." And dude, we laughed nonstop for probably an hour and a half. Look, let's delve right in. Let's talk about Colorado Buffaloes. I know football's not really our wheelhouse there, but let's talk about the Buffalo. Let's talk about Coach Prime. Then we're going to talk about our poor Razorbacks.
Yeah.
Look, he's now, 3-0?
3-0.
He almost lost the other night, but one of his star players, I think it was a cheap shot personally.
It was a late hit, but I mean, there was way worse hits in the game this past Saturday.
Yeah, but do you think if it's not Travis Hunter, he gets that hit, that they hit him like that?
I mean, you're asking to speculate on something we can't answer that. I mean,
but they knew what they were doing.
I mean, if he gave a late hit intentionally on the best player, that happens every game.
They would love to hit Shador the same way. You know,
Well, Shador is out there poking folks in the eyes, so I mean,
Yeah.
he did
But
a
do you
Captain
blame
Sano. He's a boop.
He shows no
But do you
mercy.
blame
So maybe that's why
He showed no mercy.
maybe that's why they hit Hunter. He hit Hunter afterwards.
I don't think it matters. I mean,
Maybe dude was like, man, they tried to rip
late,
my eyes
hey,
out.
but late hit is a football play. Poking somebody's eyes is not.
It's a
Well, that's
Three
why-
Stooges move.
Well, that's why he wears visor.
Look, that dude would say, "Whoop!" I'd have been like, you know what, touche.
Get my high five after that one.
All joking aside, Coach Prime, check this out. You guys may have heard this story. You know the glasses he wears?
Mhm.
He went on, I think, College Game Day, and he was giving them out. Actually, I want a pair.
Aren't they
I'll probably
blend-
wear them a pair next
Are
week.
they blenders?
They're blenders. He's got to deal with blenders. You know how much they made Saturday alone off those sunglasses?
They're nice. I like them.
$1.2 million. And blenders are not expensive glasses.
Yeah, they're like $40.
Yeah. So they sold Saturday $1.2 million worth of gold. And look, I'm gonna get me a pair. I may have the Buffalo stuff on next week if they beat Oregon.
They made that much.
Oh, you might as well save your money on the Buffalo stuff, then.
Buy some Buffalo trash.
Dude, look, let's not get carried away.
They didn't
They're
play.
a good team.
Yeah.
They're probably the fourth, fifth best team in that conference.
In that conference,
Considering they won one game last year, they have grown leaps and bounds.
no doubt.
They are not a top 15 team.
I heard it put best. They said Coach Prime said he's 5 dogs away from having a really, really good team.
Oh, yeah.
Most teams are.
And he's going to get them next year.
I
What do you
mean,
think?
I think our poor Razorbacks, poor Hog will cover his ears. I think we're about 12 dogs away.
If Arkansas had five dog offensive linemen,
They just need 5 offensive linemen.
I think you could say that about Alabama too.
Well,
That's the
what I'm
worst
saying. I mean,
offensive line I've seen.
that's
Alabama
such
field.
a. I mean, that goes for every team in the
So
country.
what if
probably.
Arkansas just used real dogs like Train Mountain was?
Why
to
don't
run
we use
the football
hogs?
down?
Use hogs.
They probably could
There we
block
go.
better.
They'd be
That definitely
vicious.
runs
Hogs are
somebody down.
vicious
Hogs are
creatures.
vicious.
Yeah.
Hogs on cocaine would be really vicious.
But,
Oh, yeah.
Cocaine hog.
Maybe
back
we
up-
need to give the whole Razorback team cocaine.
Back
Hold
in
on.
Colorado,
We already had that once though with
Matt Jones.
Matt Jones.
Matt Jones.
Hey, look what he did.
Look,
He was fast as fuck.
he's the fastest QB at the combine, was he not?
yes.
Jamie's trying to make a point. I'm gonna
No,
put you
no.
on the screen there.
No,
Jamie.
you know,
Oh,
like-
no,
no, there we are.
wrong,
So-
Jamie.
we will really see what Colorado is this weekend. And I think they're probably a really, really good team that's flawed. They're not deep.
I'll tell you this. I bet the spread is flawed too. people are getting the hype. What's the spread of the?
Yeah.
I take Oregon on whatever the spread is.
Well, let's see what the spread.
Yeah, it don't matter if it's 3. I'm taking Oregon. Taking it.
Yeah,
I think Colorado was favored.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Colorado's
Really?
favored. Yeah, Colorado's gonna be favored. I guarantee it. I'm gonna take Oregon on that.
Right now.
And
This
the
has
best
got them
players
at
out.
20.5 underdogs.
That's gonna suck without what's the kid's name? Travis Hunter? Is that his name?
Yeah, the one that plays both ways.
That dude's bad, man.
A bad
He's a
man.
bad man.
Yeah, I mean, he's easily one of the best 10 players in the country.
He's a beast.
Now it's 21.5.
21 and a
That's
half.
a pretty big spread.
I was going to say it's a big spread.
Oregon favored by 21 and a half?
Yes.
And
Oh, okay, never mind. I'll take Colorado on that.
Where are they?
I don't know
at?
because Colorado puts a lot of points.
Where are they
Yeah.
at? Where are they playing at? Is it at the Buffs? Looks like,
Hey, they moved that game to 9 a.m. Pacific time, too.
which would be a prime 3 o'clock game or something like it. Was
9
that
a.m.?
noon? That's
Yeah, it'd be
noon.
noon. It'd be
That's
noon.
noon. Really? Wow. I don't know, man. That 21.5. That'd be hard to. But look, they give up a lot of points.
I'd stay away from that game, just to be quite honest.
I plan on it in my parlay. But they give up a lot of points.
Yeah, so they give a lot of points to a lot of bad teams.
But they got a good offense, though.
They have a great offense.
Yeah.
Early Sunday morning, it was only 17.5. And when it came out about Travis, it went to 21.
So let's look at this.
Prior to kickoff, it was only 14.5. Now, I would have probably taken,
Oh, I'd take that.
yeah, I'd have probably taken that's whole touchdown different.
Colorado State hasn't won over 3 games in the last 8 years.
But they had won the last 4 versus Colorado, if I'm not mistaken.
Even what I'm getting is they're a terrible team. You can't even compare last year's Colorado.
And
team to this.
TCU, let's face it, they were a terrible team.
Oh,
And Nebraska.
TCU lost, but Nebraska hasn't won over 4 games in like a decade.
Yeah. Nebraska ain't
But
doing
they're
TCU
coming
gave up
back.
65 points in the national championship game, and they lost like 20 players off that team.
off that team.
So, I mean,
So let's switch gears. Let's talk about the home team.
no, I'd rather talk about college.
Our beloved Arkansas Razorbacks. Look, we're now 2-1. You know, 2 wins. We didn't beat anybody. But we're about to hit probably one of the toughest stretches of schedule in the country. We got LSU followed by Alabama and Auburn, and then
No, A&M.
A&M, Alabama, Ole Miss.
all the way from
about
all out of town.
They about to tote them L's.
That
So,
A&M game's always killer for you guys.
We'll get another dub right after that. If we got a quarterback at that point or any skill player, are we now looking at 5 and 7? Dude, they're
I picked us with 10 wins. I'm bored right now.
Yeah, I said 9.
we're not beating Florida. Go and admit it, Fortenberry.
You know,
I still think Florida's a good team.
But
We're not either, but I mean,
we're not beating Missouri. I don't think
I think we'll beat Missouri
I
still.
think Missouri.
Mississippi, Mississippi
Now,
State. So
I'll
that
say
puts us
this.
at 4.
Missouri,
5.
the
That
Missouri
puts us at 5.
game, the Missouri game will be decided on how many players still play if the season's over.
KJ may not play
Oh,
after
yeah.
this stretch 4 games.
That's what I'm saying, and I mean, I hate the way football
If he
is
thinks
now.
he's going pro, why would he?
Yeah, there's no
I
point.
agree. I agree.
Why would we want to?
what position
we-
is he going to play pro?
KJ?
He gonna be quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, he'll be probably one of at least top 5 quarterbacks.
I don't know. I think he'd be better off.
they're gonna
switch
play
tight
him
end.
like,
He's
what-
got the physique of a
think
big old tight end.
He's like a physique of the Anthony Richardson or whatever his name is
Okay,
for
so
Florida.
What about Coach Pittman though? He's the offensive line coach, and that's the worst part of our game.
Yeah, is he in charge of the offensive line?
I would hope.
I was about to say he need to hand over them duties.
But are we going to pay a third coach? Aren't we still paying Bielema and Chad and we'll now
Hell, we're
pay?
probably still paying Nut. Truth be told,
I think they should just let Musselman coach.
you're right. I don't agree. I don't disagree with that.
I agree.
They're probably not paying
Look.
Petrino though.
Houston Nut made a living off being fired.
He did.
It's not untrue.
So who would come in behind
From the behind.
him? Who would we go get Malzahn and try to get him to come to Arkansas? Well, you can't bring Petrino back as head coach. Maybe you can. I don't know. He's not really doing very much out there
look,
at A&M.
People are jumping on Pittman.
Mel
now.
Tucker? Do you go get Mel Tucker?
I don't have a problem with Mel Tucker.
See, I don't either.
I think he got railroaded, so I don't have a problem with that.
So was he a defensive coordinator?
think so.
So let's bring him in as defensive coordinator.
No, look, I'm not ready to give up on Pittman yet.
As
Yeah,
a
I'm not-
defensive coordinator.
This way too early.
Oh, you
for
mean
that.
as a
Yeah,
coordinator?
bring him
Okay.
as a coordinator.
Oh,
At
fuck. Damn, we
two
gotta
and
get rid
one,
of-
we're quitting on him.
We can't
No,
get rid-
I'm guys. Y'all know how Arkansas fans are. They think we were Alabama. We've never been Alabama,
Right.
and they're going to be because Saban's on the hot seat.
But that's not true. We have been Alabama. It's just none of us were live when that happened. I mean, in the 60s, we were one of the top 5 teams in the country.
We won
every
8
year.
championships in '60s.
Ain't gonna change.
No, we won one championship, but we also was one of
We
the top
shared
teams.
it. Who did we share it with?
Alabama.
Alabama. See that?
Jamie said back when they had leather helmets and stuff.
No,
we were
no,
Alabama.
We were
But,
awesome.
but what it was an untrue statement what he made though.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Okay,
we haven't
one
been there.
time in our history,
Yeah,
we
we
were
had
Alabama.
about a 15-year stretch. We was one of the top teams in the country.
But that track and field team,
Arkansas had a football team. In the
Fire.
Great Depression.
Fire.
We need to
track
go
and
get them
field
track and
team.
field kids and put them
Yeah.
out on
That's what I'm saying. You
Hand
mean
them
those
the
over
ball, let
there?
them
I wonder if that man can coach football.
I think he even retired, didn't he? And their new coach.
McDonald?
Yeah, did he retire?
I think so.
I think he did too.
go. Just
Anyway.
take
Point
5 of
being,
your
point
fastest
being, I
dudes,
called
send
Arkansas to
them
get
across.
75 points. We didn't do that. I said 10 wins. They ain't looking good.
All right, let's get in some news because we probably done lost 3 listeners because they don't like sports. We figured out our people don't like sports. Russell Brand. You guys familiar with Russell Brand?
Damn. He's
The
very
actor.
unfunny.
Nope.
Well,
He's
he,
funny,
He
I think.
was a British comic, I guess you'd say. He's got some movies. He was very left of center, very liberal guy. You know what? He switched parties.
changed.
He's very conservative now. He's got a show on Rumble, and now he's being canceled. He's being canceled.
What?
He's being accused of rape. Oh, you hadn't heard this?
No. I
He's
like
being
Russell
accused of rape. Look, he's a known addict. He admits his faults. He came out as an addict. He talks about he was a womanizer. Go get drunk, go get high, do whatever with the women, and now they're coming out and accusing him of rape.
Brand. Like Bill Cosby style or
Bill Clinton.
Or Monica
No,
Lewinsky
not the
style.
rate thing for Bill Clinton. Just a
I mean, are we
womanizer.
talking drugging them or holding them down? 'Cause
What are you talking about? Is he a drug addict or a sex addict? Or both?
Probably both.
Okay.
why
Probably
not
both.
both?
Why not both? Have the best of both worlds, huh?
I did not hear that about Russell Brand, and I do like his views on stuff.
I don't know
So
who that is.
Except rape. I'm not.
No, I don't
I'm
like
not pro rape.
I'm glad you said that.
I'm going on a limb here.
I'm glad
Look,
he's on the record,
listen,
guys.
he's gonna die on
He
his
is
hill.
on the record.
I take the stands. I will take a stand even if it's not popular.
And the stands. A stand and the stands if it's not popular.
I will take the unpopular opinion here and
Look,
say
is
life
it
in the
fair?
patio is anti-rape.
Okay, thank you. Because I was going to say, is it fair to make that statement? Life from the patio is anti-rape.
You're willing
Yes.
to die on
think
that
it
hill.
Yeah, I will. Look, as unpopular as it might be, we will die on that hill.
Look, it's very early in the allegations, but it's always old stuff. I mean, look, when it first came out about Cosby, I was skeptical. Turns out it probably was some truth to it.
I think there was.
Probably.
He
I
was.
think
He would
there
put
was a
no.
bunch of truth
He
to
would
it.
probably put no Jello pop. Yeah, I don't know where that was.
He
going,
put a
but I've
Jello
had-
pop in him.
Yeah, I had to redirect my efforts.
Hello.
Look, we'll wait to see, but we'll keep you informed what's going on with Russell Brand. But go over to Rumble. We're going to be live on Rumble here real soon, and we're going to have some merch. I promise you. In Chicago, that mayor of Chicago, we got rid of Beetlejuice, and I don't know, his son of Beetlejuice maybe is what we'll call this rascal. I don't know. But y'all have heard of food deserts?
I have heard of food deserts.
So all the stores are leaving the inner city. Do you know why they're leaving the inner city?
Because of the theft.
Yes, because they can't afford to keep it open. They can't staff the place. People don't want to work. They're still on blind. The mayor of Chicago's got a brilliant idea. $800 million in new taxes that he will use.
Taxes.
Yeah.
It's communism, probably. I can tell. already.
To put city-funded stores in those food desert areas. So the city will put stores in. Because, of course, Walmart and Target can't make money, but the city, they don't care about making money. It might as well just go back to the free cheese day. Look, I was a fan of that. We used to get it when I was a kid.
You want the government cheese,
yeah, the
man.
government cheese,
I thought they still did that.
powdered milk.
They still do that, don't they?
Do they?
I don't know. Get us some
Commodities?
I need
I
some
think so.
government cheese.
You can still get. You have not seen cheese in a white box.
That's the best.
Get on that
cheese.
machine.
Oh, it's in a white box and cellophane wrap.
They're too young, Marty. They don't even remember.
Get on that machine.
Hey,
look
you
it up.
used to be able to get the lunch meat. You know, the little chopped ham stuff. You get a whole can of that lunch meat about this big.
It came in cans.
Oh yeah,
a
a big
metal
long
can.
can.
It
It was
still
like
comes in cans.
spam. It was like Hercules spam.
Canned ham.
It was like souped up.
Oh, I've
spam.
seen pictures
It was
of
so
canned
good.
ham.
You'd have powdered milk. What else with powdered eggs?
Eggs.
water.
Cheese.
Powdered water.
Velveeta, basically.
Bottled water.
But yeah,
That's
all that
electrolytes.
I didn't think they still gave out commodities. Boy,
So instead of
Now they got WIC and stuff. I bet they don't do.
Man, I thought I heard it on Win radio station.
where they give it out at?
Like in Hickory Ridge and Win and stuff.
so instead of having
It's like WIC for grown folk.
a food desert, they're gonna flip it to have a food dessert.
I'm gonna make a restaurant.
Let's play that playing words.
Completely based around government cheese and
You
Herculean
could cut
spam.
that. You could cut that cheese thick as you wanted to.
You can. That cheese fire.
It was in a block about that long.
You can have just
Like
It was like
Velveeta.
Velveeta.
It's like Velveeta, but
A lot
it
like
probably when
Velveeta.
it's soft though. Velveeta's
It was
soft.
It was soft like that.
So stores are leaving,
Stores are leaving.
Bye stores.
and I'm guessing it's being called racist.
Yep, because it's mostly poor minority areas that
what?
are food deserts.
Why aren't people attacking the insurance companies on this? Because I'm sure that's part of the problem. Insurance ain't covering this stuff anymore.
It's the policies of the local police department and these stores that the liberal policies are what's causing this.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, you can't have a society that has no restrictions and no control, and they get upset when people don't partake in it.
But that's what the left want. Lawlessness is not because people need to be accountable. It's because of systemic issues. Systemic.
I will say this. I think the left wants a utopian society, but that's not attainable. I think that they want to strive for, we can just give food away and everybody.
If everyone really worked in a utopian society
It
and
worked.
did their part,
It would work.
No,
but
the
human
idea-
nature takes
the
over.
idea is great.
No, the
Yes.
idea was like sound, but it won't work.
No, because you'll have people running.
It could
It's
even
called
work
greed. Yeah, the human
for
element
a
messes
few
it up.
years. It could work. You could theoretically probably get it to work for a generation, but there's going to
Possibly.
be that next generation of laziness
Yep.
that creeps in and go, hold up, I still eat, but I don't have to go cultivate the fields. or-
Yeah.
Look, if you want to find an example of that, go find a second or third generation Hispanic. They lazy as we are. I'm not.
I'm glad you took a stance against rapists. Yes. Anyway, all right, I'm going to move on
I
from
don't
that
know
now.
that any of us are lazy.
I'm lazy.
I don't
I
know
try
why.
to be.
Not us. Oh, you wouldn't say it.
I would like to be,
I'm
but
saying
I'm
white
not.
folks.
Okay, that's what
I want to be.
White folks in general.
made
So-
you say it.
Let me get your feedback on this. There's a St. Louis restaurant called the Social Bar and Grill. It's been accused of racism because it presented a very long list of new rules that included no hoodies, no saggy pants, and sleeveless tank tops on men allowed in our restaurant, and that makes it racist.
So it's a dress code.
No
Yes.
dress
Yeah,
code.
dress code.
that's at a lot of restaurants.
Yeah. So
Okay. I mean, if that's what they want, I guess you can do it. It's their business.
it's slightly upscale, right?
They also say no weapons, no mask, no men's bags, no
No men's
backpacks,
bags. What?
no hoodies, no saggy pants, no men's sleeves, no overly revealing
I
outfit.
think the no men's
So-
bag
so
thing is
walk
more
around
like off-putting than the other stuff.
So
It's
walk
like,
around
what?
presentable is what they're saying.
No backpacks, huh?
But you can't carry your purse, James.
Oh, Michelle couldn't go here either, though. If you order it and touch it, you pay for it, no returns, no exceptions. Oh, Lord.
You order it and touch it.
Oh, no.
You got to see what's on it first.
Can't touch it.
No, Michelle sent that move back.
Due to certain patrons
They
refusing
changed that policy.
to add gratuity to their bill, a 20% gratuity will be added to all. But look,
I hate
you
that.
go anywhere downtown, they're adding, because I done been stuck twice where I
here's
didn't
the
realize
thing
they
with
added
me.
it.
You
I
will
look
get
every time.
You will get a bigger tip from me if it's not in there. If
Me
it's
too.
already in there, I'm going to give you whatever it is.
Yeah, I'm not
Most
adding
of the
nothing
time.
to it.
I will sometimes,
I won't.
but
Once you put-
if you're
Not very often, but I will.
I have to get
if
it.
you're going to tell
have
me
to
what
get
I have
really
to
good
pay,
service.
Then that's what it
that's
is.
what you wanted.
When paying
Yeah.
with a credit card over $25, we must have a copy of valid ID. And guests, I love this one. Guests who admit marijuana odors, vape indoors, or exhibit loud and disrespectful behavior will be asked to leave.
I can agree with the marijuana stuff because that stuff stinks.
What about the
what if
loud?
somebody has
What if
that
it's just
emits?
generally funky though?
Yeah, what if somebody emits cigarette smell
Yeah.
or beer or alcohol?
And then they should put that on there too.
Well, they poop their pants.
Then they should be.
Marijuana
they should
smell
get
is
help.
definitely stronger than any of that.
It is. It.
And you
very
only
strong.
get that though
Not
when
the
somebody
poop
been
thing.
riding around in a car for days with the windows rolled up now.
They hot
Like
box
Cheech and Chong.
Yeah, they're hot boxing.
They like
hot
Cheech and
Hotboxing
Chong.
it.
Yeah, they like Cheech and Chong. But no, so look, they say it's our house, our rules.
And they're absolutely right.
and then you can choose not to go to their house. I mean, I'm sure it's not the only place there.
Everyone has a choice,
It's a choice.
of where you spend your money.
So, Peabody Place used to have a rule of no hats backwards. And this guy got caught every time we go in there with his hat backwards.
I did. I turned around as soon as we cut the corner, flip it back.
But
Got 'em.
point being, it's not a race thing. It's
It's not.
They
It's
have
rule.
a dress code.
Oh, and just so you know, this place is.
I did
It's
get
funny
hit
that
all
this
the
is a
time, didn't I?
requirement because let me see if I can get this up on the screen.
Hmm.
This is what
Oh,
their
well,
waitresses dress like.
Jeez.
They
What's wrong with
have, painted on tops and G-strings. So they're like Hooters on
Hey,
steroids.
do they have a person on staff that's like the morning artist? Like this dude real good at painting shirts and stuff.
Huh.
Jamie gonna
They
be
gotta be.
practicing. Jamie
So
gonna
look.
practice drawing
Look,
shirts.
yeah.
So now,
Look at my head, I was on
but
the
think,
stairs.
all right, think about this. So the folks they just explained, and look, you can say it's racist, not, but white folks do the same.
They do.
Loud and bunch. They come in there,
So you don't want a bunch of
high
trashy
drunk,
folks.
exactly. Then this is gonna get out of hand real fast,
Well, it will. Yeah.
and you start
Oh,
making
that's the
advances.
restaurant?
Yes, that's the restaurant.
Oh, yeah, you gotta like you have to have rules. And look, here's the thing: like you want to go in there and see the.
The
Shirts.
hoo-has?
I mean, you got to make life decisions about what you want to do.
I'm trying to figure out
You want to
how.
smell like this, or you want to see this.
I'm
What
gonna
you wanna do?
present first this photo of these rules to Ginger and explain to her we need to go to this restaurant.
Oh, we need to go check it out. Live from the patio needs
Yes,
to see
I
what's
think
going on here.
She wouldn't expect this.
It's a very conservative joint.
It is. It looks very conservative. I tell you, showed us that picture.
Yes,
Way to
we-
go,
we-
Gary!
we
You just
found a
ruined,
conservative,
you just ruined it
restaurant.
for
Hey,
me,
you think
Gary.
the patio would be like hopping if we painted our shirts on like that?
Gary's got a shirt on already.
I
think
think
we'd
most of my shirts seem to be painted on.
I gotta
They're pretty
shave
tight.
my
Yeah,
chest before I do that.
We couldn't paint on Gary. He
Gary
didn't
got a
fabric
cashmere
paint.
sweater on.
I mean, be more like matted paint than.
Gary would have to have like the old school where you squeezed it on. It was the thick piece. You know what I'm talking
New York City.
get
Don't
like a
say it.
buff
Don't
bank.
say the next part. But New York City, they are going to spend $40,000 per illegal alien.
Oh, nice.
Did you see where AOC gave a speech and the crowd was jumping on? She said the problem is these people need work permits and be able to work, and they were chanting "Send them back, send them back."
Yeah, they're
New
having
York
issues
rally.
over there.
They're having
Like
they have over 100,000.
I saw a lady just today on TikTok raising hell about her vehicle. She said, all these scooters are riding around on now. What happens if one of them hits my car and they're not insured?
Yeah.
Or she brought the point, she said, my child had to get all these vaccines and they're unvaccinated going to school.
It's interesting.
So did you see where in Chicago with the immigrants over there? I know, brace yourself, but apparently there's been some, I'm not going to say illegal, there's been some government officials taking more money than they should be.
No.
Oh, don't.
I know you're shocked. So there is an organization that is dealing with just the immigrants, and they're charging $180 an hour
An hour?
per person.
To
That's
do
the people-
what?
That's what people have been paid.
Let's
Do
go.
what?
Let's go. We can do it.
One dude made $14,000 in a week.
That's what they.
What does he do? Processing people?
bro?
What does he just write stuff on a piece of paper?
Well, I'm sure you got to be kin to the mayor to get that job. But he made $14,000 in 2 weeks. And they said, well, he had overtime.
Adopt me, please.
Hey, that's the only job where you'd be like, hey, Mr. White, I need you to stay over. I'd be, I bet.
Overtime? I'll do it.
Look, that whooped my ass, made me
I
look.
know, right?
Have you guys heard of Colony Ridge?
I've heard of
Is
Ruby
that,
Ridge.
is that
I'm
like
gonna tell you.
Hacksaw Ridge?
Colony Ridge.
There wasn't nothing good happening at Ruby.
Hey,
Ridge.
look,
Or College Ridge.
this person right here, they own land. Let's see, where's it? Just outside of Houston, I believe, quite a ways outside of Houston. And he saw an opportunity to take property that he owned, and they sell it to illegals or to migrants.
Okay.
$60,000 a plot. He finances it himself,
Okay.
and this little area is just booming
He
because they
made
come
his
over.
own
They come over to
Hispanic
the
nation.
U.S. They can't get loans. He's charging 15% interest. He sells it to. He says, "You guys, yeah, but that's better than they could get anywhere else." He
Yeah.
says,
No,
"Do you want to own a piece of property here? Right?
It's
You want to
brilliant.
own a?
Yeah.
It's brilliant, and it's up to them to build a shelter. I mean, some
Yeah.
are crappy shelters. Some
It
are
doesn't
nice.
matter. It's their property.
This place is 60 miles wide right now and expanding. It's bigger than Washington D.C. It's bigger square miles.
And can
miles
they
of-
actually own it though? That's the thing. Like
Apparently, they can't. Chinese people come and own stuff.
Like
Yeah.
a lease though.
Oh, I think you can own
Yeah, you
property.
think so?
But we don't have a rule about foreign
So,
entities.
Mexico does.
It's bigger than Fayetteville Square.
I
square
worked
mile.
at a casino in, I can't remember, somewhere in Alabama anyway. So this farmer had 3 or 4 acres. We had a bunch of land, but he had 3 or 4 acres, and he
Bunch of it.
gave it to the local Indian tribe.
Well, okay.
They estimate 75,000 people live here.
So of course, what are Native Americans going to do with a couple acres? They're going to put a casino on it.
Yep.
Oh, show.
For a show. So they built a casino on it. Well, they built a casino. It's landlocked. So now he leases rights to get utilities in, traffic in. Dude's making a killing.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
geez.
65,000 for 2 adjacent
They're
lots.
making money too. I mean, so it's
Oh, yeah, it's a win-win.
That's good.
I'm sure that was part of the plan the whole time.
Oh, I've no
For
doubt.
both of them, they knew what they were
That
doing.
probably was.
It wasn't a trick.
No,
So, Donnie, to answer your question, he says there's nothing illegal about non-citizens buying land in Texas.
There's nothing illegal.
There's not much
So
law
in
enforcement in that
Mexico,
area.
my dad looked at buying land one time, buying a house.
Yeah.
Right, like a Cancun area, and you could only own it for so long, and you basically bought it through a Hispanic trust. So you bought it through that, and then after like 50 years, you lost ownership, and it went back to whoever.
Most countries are like that.
Yeah.
Most countries don't want foreigners.
we're
coming in
the
and
only
owning property.
country.
Yeah, we're free right now. We're free.
Shoot, I'd probably go ahead and buy it. I ain't got 50 years left.
Marty brings up a good point.
Probably got a good duck hunting blind in it, too.
I'm serious.
No, I mean, I'm with you. I mean, who cares in 50 years?
Yeah, I mean, really, if you were going to go live,
If
down
it's cheap
there,
enough.
Y'all know
Marty
what's going to
would
happen,
live
though.
51 years.
Yeah, and Michelle, they'll be trying to find some place to leave, and she's gonna be cussing them the whole time. I told you.
I told you.
Marty went from.
I
this
told you
beachside
that's a bad
house
idea.
So I
homeless in Mexico.
believe in Australia they have generational homes. Like they'll go buy a massive home, and mom and dad live there, the kids live there. They'll have 3 or 4 generations living
That's
in this
like
home.
That's not
like
uncommon.
Gary's house.
Yeah, but they'll buy 10,000 square foot houses. And I think somebody told me they'll do like a 50-year notes on it, stuff like that.
I mean, honestly, it's pretty similar to Kyle.
Yeah. I mean,
Really, it really
No,
is.
it really is.
But is there really an issue?
No, it's a.
If
Oh,
it's-
you-
I mean, there's
no.
not. If your family dynamic works out like that, there's no problem.
yeah.
Well, in Asian communities, it's expected the children come back home with families.
We're the
and-
only ones that they treat the elders like shit. And I don't mean there's everybody, obviously, but as a general rule.
Kick out the kids when they're 18.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody does
Oh,
that
man,
really
since
anymore.
I turned 40, people have been bad to me. It's not so bad to me.
Actually, you're the baby, isn't he? Is Gary 40?
no, I'm not 40 yet.
So look, Austin Church uses y'all know I love some Chat GPT. Uses Chat GPT to hold service written entirely by artificial intelligence.
They got an AI preacher.
He's
Chat
preaching the
GPT
word.
kicked out about a 15-minute service like a shotgun sermon, an outline of it.
See, I wonder if he says, "Spirit, give me the word." And like it pops it
So
out.
you call it spirit. You call the
I
Chat
don't know.
GPT spirit. That's
I know
not
we
a bad
got-
thought.
How do we know Chat GPT isn't a demon?
Oh, you don't have to pay a preacher.
Here's what's sad. We have more of a preacher than
I never
these
turned on
people.
the
We got
sound
Father
to
Fortenberry.
TikTok. Oh Lord.
That's
We
all right.
got an ordained minister.
Eh.
We do have an order.
They got AI. We're gonna swap Jamie out. We're gonna have an all AI podcast.
We could, but I don't
Yeah.
think we could. But
We should figure out how to have one episode where we're all AI.
Actually, you
That
have
actually
no
cool.
idea, but a lot of our episodes a few months ago were.
No, he's saying where the whole
AI.
thing is AI.
All
Oh,
things AI.
we're actually AI right now. Like, how do I know you guys are real?
we're in the Matrix.
You remember all those bad things we used to do to you as a kid?
Fake.
We was
They
we
felt
was
real,
born
didn't they?
before then.
They felt real though.
Look, just so y'all know, Alyssa and Foodie have been listening the whole time. We're watching this. Thing.
Well, they've been watching.
They
This, they
were.
haven't been
We
listening.
had no sound. I never turned the sound on. Foodie said, "Send us a sign you need help." Hoggo, I can't hear you. Read the chat. Yeah, sorry guys. Sorry. Thank you for listening.
We can
Yeah.
hear you now.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
that's on me. I'm the technical guy.
It's my fault they were waiting on me.
We're running late too. Yeah, we were waiting on Mark. Hell, he actually said something.
It's because you don't have an airplane.
I had to fly in.
He had a fly in. He
And boy,
missed,
his arms are tired.
he missed his flight.
Yeah. Let's see here. Protesters chant "Send them back" to AOC during her New York City press conference. We talked about that. UN has provided $1 billion more to the Ukraine than it ever did to Afghanistan already.
That is insane. Well, that's a money laundering scheme, so why not?
That's the point.
Are
of
you
money
insinuating
I'm not insinuating anything.
the Biden crime family? Oh, we just got blocked. Oh,
Oh, geez.
We finally
no.
got sound and we got blocked. The Biden crime family
Mhm.
maybe received money.
No, they don't do that. Biden
Oh, I know
said
they
it.
did.
Oh, you do? You have
Yeah.
evidence?
I
You
have
as well?
evidence that money went to Ukraine, and then the money from Ukraine went to FTX, right?
That was FTX.
And then what did
Yeah, you
FTX
know
do? They
that
were the
evidence,
second
like-
largest contributor to the Democratic Party,
Party,
and then Biden was elected from that money.
They transferred it into Bitcoin to crack cocaine
Wait,
and back to Bitcoin.
Wait, so there
It's
was
a circle.
There was Ukrainian interference in the last election,
Oh yeah, I don't think it's
and
like
China interference.
not illegal interference per se, but it was illegal because it's money laundering.
So, do you think maybe that's where the missing plane's headed? Actually, at least it reminded me about the plane. We were going to skip. I forgot about the plane.
the planes, from my understanding, the plane is no longer.
I was gonna say
the
it's probably
plane,
on
boss, the plane.
I
probably
was going
on
to
the
ask, does
bottom.
anybody even remember that part? The plane.
I have a guy used to work with me. We called him Tattoo.
Isn't
He
that
looked just
Treasure
like
Island?
Tattoo.
That's Treasure
Yeah.
Island. Right? Yeah.
Fantasy Island.
Fantasy Island.
Treasure Island had like
Yeah, it's Fantasy Warehouse.
Stone Cold. No.
Yeah.
Was it Stone Cold?
They should
I don't think
call,
Stone Cold was on Fantasy Island.
No,
no.
no, not Fantasy Island.
That should be the
What
name
was
of
he
that
on?
one restaurant.
Treasure Island.
Redneck Island.
so. Okay, so look,
I saw movie Skull Island one time with us.
back in the spring we had the Chinese balloon, the weather
Jerry, you're
balloon.
still up there, man. Look at you.
There we go.
Hey guys,
We
very
had the. I need one of y'all to push the button so y'all can see better. But we had the Chinese spy balloon. Then now we've got a plane that just randomly the pilot ejects.
and it's not just a regular
It's a
plane.
stealth.
It's a stealth
Yeah, it is.
F-35B or something like that.
How do you think I got here?
Ooh,
Marty Jack.
he ejected. That's why-
Parachutes in the yard.
Good. We're gonna get that live in a minute.
Look, man, if you're the pilot that crashes that plane or something goes wrong with it, that's an expensive plane.
Why did he eject? What was the reason why he ejected
better
from this
have
plane?
you better
And like
have a
it's
good reason.
apparently something's not wrong with it because it went on autopilot and kept flying.
Kept just going without him.
Was it like maybe the
Look, well, this is
You
really what
better
I.
have a really good reason to come out of that airplane.
maybe
This
the
is really
cockpit
what
was
I'm
on
confused
fire? I
about.
don't know.
They make lawnmowers that if you're not sitting in the seat, they shut down.
They do.
The plane just keeps going. That plane, I'm surprised.
Even a push more.
yeah, you quit operating a push mower, it stops.
You let go of
They can
it.
do it like a jet ski where the key comes out and
I'm
like-
surprised
yeah,
that thing
exactly.
doesn't
A boat
fly
motor.
itself back.
Yeah,
if it-
I figured it'd fly itself back.
it's,
If Tony Stark built it, it would have homed back. With
Maybe
the
it
pilot.
started talking to him or something.
Or
He's like,
go
I
to-
gotta get out of here.
Go to the closest airport you got enough fuel to get to.
yeah. Or my man saw a spider and said, "The hell with
that's
this."
what he said.
But how long did that thing fly till it crashed?
They claim that they think they did find a debris field. Are we buying it, guys? Are we really buying the fact that they found a debris
Probably not.
field?
Yeah, right now China has a brand new jet.
No, it's Ukraine.
Maybe
Ukraine got it.
aliens sucked it up in their ship.
But hey, would anybody be surprised if it ends up in Ukraine airspace?
The
No.
debris is approximately 2 hours northeast of Joint Base Charleston.
So if a big bombing happens in Ukraine tonight, you know where it came from.
Maybe hit the wrong button.
Oh,
He was trying to turn the air up.
it's like I got to there.
members of the community.
Who would put the eject button right next to the air conditioner? He's like, damn, it's getting hot in here.
Yeah.
Or the radio.
It was trying to turn up the radio.
So is that a single pilot plane? There's not a co-pilot.
Yeah, I think
in
so.
that
Yeah.
Uh,
He's
Not
like,
anymore,
get
it's
some,
not.
Kiss FM and hit that button.
He was like, "Let's go to danger zone." And he goes,
oh crap!
"Shit."
It said call now and it hit the wrong button.
He's like, cockpit was on fire, guys. Had to get out.
It was an OnStar, but
They was giving away some concert tickets.
he was trying to make reservations on OnStar.
Oh,
I'm still curious how they did shut down or do something with the pilot's not in it. That right there blows my mind.
how much is that plane? How much? It's
Oh,
$1 billion.
I think they said
Tons of money.
Yeah, I saw a number and I can't remember what it was.
Let me see if I,
I see. I see numbers all the time, Jamie.
Like Rain Man.
Look,
$1.7 trillion.
Trillion?
No, wait a minute.
Whoa,
30 billion. I'm
Oh.
sorry.
30 billion.
Look, you know what? And the fact that he said that, I was like, oh, that's not bad.
It was.
Yeah, the fact that he said one point whatever trillion. Yeah. He
Hold
said
on.
30 billion, like,
That's
okay,
like if your wife says, "Look, we need
It can't be.
$3,000."
Oh, 100.
Like, oh, she, that's
All right,
$300.
I'll get it right in a minute.
Plane.
It's between. It's actually 156 million right
Okay.
now.
Okay,
That's acceptable.
that's not as bad.
Yeah, it's a T word.
Yeah, he just want to put big T's in everything, don't he?
So if you
See, I missed that.
as a play on words,
Play on words.
letter play.
Because I was reading. So the F-35 is still like in design phases.
Huh.
That 1.7 trillion is how much we spent on building the jet.
I mean, I can see that. There's a lot of technology in that thing.
Man.
Not anymore.
That's the one that recently they sent up by themselves, right? Like by itself.
Well, I know he sent it off by itself.
That's 5% of our deficit is to build this stinking plane that dude just jumped out of.
Have you ever heard? I don't think it's that jet. That jet's too new, but probably the one before it where they tell it it's flying into airspace. It tells it, "Hey, I'm not in your airspace," and then they say, "Well, we're about to scramble fighters," and they're like, "Okay, please, we got this jet. Please scramble."
Yeah, they can see him past the horizon. I mean,
Yeah.
Was there something else we were going to talk about tonight? I'm trying to think.
hey, we have another bear story.
Oh, bear story. I know.
The bear
wasn't aware about-
sighting.
I'm not sure how we
methamphetamine
became
bear?
the
official bear watchers.
the official bear watchers, but apparently Disney World was half of Disney World was shut down, half of Magic Kingdom was shut down
What?
because a black bear was running amok in Magic Kingdom.
Did it?
Well, it was spotted in a tree.
Or was it wild?
They actually closed the park.
I'm pretty sure it's wild. I mean,
Well, it's
Well,
like
it may have came from the zoo.
So
Well,
did,
at
did it
first-
blend in with the bears of the animatronic bears?
I was curious. I mean, if it had like a red shirt and no pants, it was going.
It was
It's
Pooh
just
Bear.
a bare necessity.
It was Baloo.
A Baloo.
What
Baloo.
if that, was it in Animal Kingdom or no?
No, it was
Magic Kingdom.
Magic
What if
Kingdom.
it slipped over into Animal Kingdom with like the safari animals, like the lions and giraffes and mess? That might get wild.
They'd be like, "Oh, ain't he cute?"
Elisa said she took a lip reading class when she couldn't hear, so she knew everything.
She did a good job.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, what? She messaged me something about Helen Keller. I assume that's what she was talking about.
Jamie didn't pick up on it.
Look,
Jamie thought she was trying to.
we
have
got a
deep
late
conversation.
start tonight.
Listen,
We were waiting on Marty. It's
I
Marty's
fully
fault.
believe Helen Keller is fake. I'm just gonna,
Oh my God.
Oh yeah,
we're
you
going
have,
back
we
down.
talked
this.
about. Here we go again.
Here
Helen
we go.
Keller's not real.
That's
You want share the world
Like,
again
is she
because we
now-
have more listeners.
Like she's a real
Share the
person,
world.
but you
No,
don't.
she's a real person, but she bullshitted everybody.
She was slick with it.
He's saying Helen Keller was full of crap.
Yeah.
She wasn't dumb or deaf.
I mean, so how, I think that's an antiquated term when you're dumb and deaf. But
She,
Dumb means she
she
can't
was
talk,
blind
right?
and deaf,
I know, but you just that's mute.
or what? She was blind and
But
deaf.
like, how you
wasn't
gonna teach somebody to read if they can't see,
Yeah,
hear,
hold on.
talk?
So here's my thing too. If you can't see and you can't hear, how do you ever have a thought on words and like what they mean? I mean, I guess babies think.
All right,
things
now
too.
you're gonna make me
That's deep.
philosophize
That's deep.
because
she?
I have a simple question for you.
So can you think something without seeing
Well,
the
let me
word
ask
or
you
the
this.
color
So
or the thing?
green. Marty's shirt's got green in it, right?
How
How do I
don't
know? Well, but
Okay,
how do I know that green to
it's
you
not. It
is
does-
green to me?
it's not.
It's just
You're-
we both know that's green.
They could be totally different colors, but I've always
Maybe.
been told that's green, so it's green.
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
understand.
So it's about
completely, yes.
perception.
What
I've had
if
it,
perceived.
me being colorblind, I'm the only one that sees the colors for real, how they really
Jamie
are?
don't see
That
green.
doesn't happen.
What if we're all
You
colors?
can
doesn't.
give me hope.
No,
Mm.
no.
My,
We
shirt,
really
my
can't.
shirt's white.
We
Yes,
agree.
you
We
can
agree.
see
We
that.
all agree.
You can see that.
I
Yay.
disagree.
What colors do you not see? Red.
Red and green.
Well, it's not that I don't see them. I have trouble distinguishing red and brown, red, brown, green, blue, and purple.
He's the one where if you show the red and green dots, he can't tell the difference. That's
You're like a modern day Helen Keller.
So
Like,
Alyssa
like
asked-
Donnie's shirt, I'm not sure what color it is. I think it's gray.
it's gray.
Okay.
Y'all are supposed to lie to him.
Yeah,
But look, it looks a little greenish to me.
Eh.
The Memphis
But
Tigers are green.
Donnie pointed out, Lisa asked, do you think without verbalizing?
Huh?
Well, I don't think so.
No.
I don't believe so. But then again,
If you think of just say let's dog, what all goes through your mind? Dog.
buddy,
You see something, right?
But
dog.
Visualize something. You see Mud Dog?
He sees
But no,
22s.
yes, I mean that's right.
He wasn't on 22s that night, so the Hogs will lose. If Bud Dog's not rolling 22s, the Hogs will lose.
Mud Dog must have showed up on 12 or something.
He did.
Pulled up on standards.
Without being able to take a word and relate it to what it is, how can you visualize it?
How can you have thought? How can you?
You can have thought. Your thought
you
won't be English words. It'll be something different.
Do you
Will it
think?
be Do you think in English, Gary, or do you think in Spanish? Jamie said,
I'm
do
not
you
sure
think in
yet.
English?
Now you know when
I
people
think you're
move,
like a Klingon.
when people move to another country, they say that you know you're immersed when you do start thinking in the foreign language. That's how you know you're really.
Or dreaming in the foreign language. Also, I've heard that.
You can dream in the foreign language.
Well, I mean, yeah, if you can speak it.
Does it have subtitles?
I don't know. It might.
So, Alyssa said there's a constant voice in your head. Yeah, sometimes good voice. Bad voice. But what voice was in Hella Keller said?
I don't want to
She was dreaming in Braille.
Dude, what if your voice got mixed up and like you got a voice you can't understand? Maybe that's what's wrong.
Or
with
is it
certain-
more sad than that? She has a voice and she knows what it sounds like, but she
you're
never
English.
gets to.
She won't.
You're English and you got
Spit it
assigned a Mandarin
Stephen Hawking.
speaking voice.
Stephen Hawking, he's dead now, right? But he had a voice at one time before he became ill, and I'm sure he always thought in that voice, but he just couldn't express it. Now it sounds like dance thing.
Now he was spitting bars.
Spitting bars.
with his gold teethies.
Yeah, with his gold TVs.
He
Dude, the scene on Family Guy with him and his wife are making love is hilarious. You don't know. There's two wheelchairs in the bed.
oh my god.
He's like, talk bad to me. Talk bad to me.
I think that's time to call it night.
He's gonna end it.
Hey, thank y'all for listening or watching. Thank you for watching and reading lips. We appreciate you guys.
That's right.
We may or may not be live at the post-game show. We're going to talk about that. But first things first, we're going to go with Marty. He came in late. He gets to play us out first. What you got, Marty?
Sorry, I was late, y'all. And thanks for watching and not listening.
Father Fortenberry.
What Marty said? We'll see.
D-Dub.
Glad y'all got to stare at
And lead me, lead
Gary.
while my mother cries.
Love yourself.
'Cause somebody done took from
Hey,
outlaw.
go like us, love us.
Take my picture
Tell your friends
down
about
from
us.
the courthouse
But don't
wall.
run away, even if
I'm
there's no
living in
sound.
the clouds
We'll
and
holler at
I ain't
y'all.
gonna fall.
We out.
Somebody done saved this outlaw.